Hey, I'm Supats, lifelong solopreneur. Now living my life with only one passion to help solopreneurs to launch their digital products on fast track so that they can be profitable as fast as within 1 week, and they want to scale, they can join the membership. And as a bonus, I show them how they can sell their digital products all over the world using affiliates. Without further delay, let's get started. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to New Beginning Inspiration for You podcast. I work with lots of solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, small business owners. They all wear many hats, and all of them have common concern, or whatever you say, complaint, whatever you say, that they don't have energy because they wear so many hats, they do so many things. And I heard even someone in their 40s, they say, "Oh, I'm too old. I really cannot do anything. I have no energy and all." And then here I meet someone in her 50s, full of energy. She's bouncing up and down and all. So she is here to tell you how you can have energy in your life, because her nicknames are Energy and Vitality. So yeah, without further delay, let me invite Adrienne. And hey, stage is yours. Just take it away. Thank you.
Good morning, Sue, and good morning, audience. Thank you so much for saying yes to me being a guest on your podcast show today. And I'm so looking forward to sharing all the gems and tips and diamonds that I implement in my life that I share with my clients, with your audience as well, because I believe at the end of the day, everybody deserves to live their
Absolutely,
life
because
with an
we have
abundance
been
of
blessed
vitality.
with everything. See, there are always, it is like our life is like a bank locker. It it is loaded with everything, but then we need our key to open it and to grab all those blessings. So people lack the second
That's
part,
right.
and we are, everyone is totally blessed. And no, I know you are going to unlock all those things. And I was looking at your
Mhm.
profile, and I see lots of things you mentioned about the chronic illness, chronic fatigue. And I really want to start with that topic because that's the major problem I see across. So, do you have any solution for that?
Mhm. Mhm. Wow, that's a loaded question. That is a huge question. Solutions to chronic fatigue, solutions to fatigue would be the opposite: energy. So, if an individual has been living with either acute fatigue, chronic fatigue, brain fog, they have to realize you don't have to continue living that way if you feed your body what your body needs. We are living organisms. We are biological organisms. And as a result, our biology needs certain fuel. If we give our biology and enhance our body, our minds, and our emotions and our spirit the fuel it needs to thrive, then your body in return will reward you with an abundance of vitality. So I let my clients know it is simple. It really is simple. Your body is asking for certain things. If you listen and pay attention and give your body what your body is asking for, not what you want, in return, your body will reward you with what your body knows you need. Your body knows that you need energy to move through your day. Your body wants to give you what you deserve. We are spiritual beings. And my perspective is the spirit within all of us wants to express itself abundantly. The spirit of God within us wants to express itself abundantly. So the Spirit says, Just please give me what I need. So, my philosophy is when we make decisions every day on what we want to fuel our body with, keep in mind, does it benefit the whole or does it benefit your ego? So, here's an example. Most people, and I got to be honest, I'm in the same category as well too. You wake up in the morning and you go to the closest shop, whether it's Starbucks, whether it's Tim Hortons, I don't know where you live, and you're getting your latte and you're getting a donut, you're getting a muffin, you're getting your bagel, which is great, but it's all processed food and processed dairy. Our bodies do not need that. Our bodies do not get any nutrient benefits from those type of foods. But our ego is, I need my latte, I need my frappuccino, I need my donut. What I say to my clients and what I'm going to ask your audience of, when you make decisions moving forward, if you want an abundance of energy, then always keep in mind first, is it going to benefit my whole self or is it only going to benefit my ego? Once you come up with that answer, that will determine, are you fueling your body with energy or are you depleting your body of the precious energy it needs to move you through
No,
your
this
day?
is so true because
That's how you deal with
your
fatigue
body
and
knows
brain
what you
fog.
need. For example, your body knows, okay, you need more calcium, you need more calcium. And then your brain says, oh, Cheetos have calcium. Why shouldn't I go for Cheetos? But that's wrong because before you take anything in your mouth, yeah, what you said, it's absolutely right. You ask yourself, is it going to help me or is it going to hurt me?
Mhm.
If it is going to hurt me, I'm not going to go for it. If it is going to help
Exactly.
me
Exactly.
whole way, then of course this is the proper
Mhm.
solution. So your body knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your ego covers what it. So
Mhm.
my always first question is always, I want to know
Yeah.
about your journey,
Yeah.
how you got started. I want to know your story. But this problem was really prevalent, so I asked that first. But so tell me about your story. How did you get started into this business?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for allowing me to share my story. My story, I like to call it lost and found. I was born with an abundance of energy. I was just born with an abundance of energy in my 20s, my 30s, and even up to my late 40s. I had energy from sunrise to sunset. Sue, do you
Oh
remember there
yeah,
was a commercial on TV
yeah.
with the
Cute. No, 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 no.
Energizer bunny? It was a little bunny rabbit and it goes and goes and goes. Exactly. My friends called me the Energizer Bunny because I was good to go from morning to night. I went to work. I went out after work. I went out partying. I was drinking. I was smoking. I was dancing. And I still had energy to get up again the next day and do it again. And then things changed, Sue. I turned 50 and I crossed over my 50-year line. I continued with the same lifestyle behavior habits. I went to work, I went out after work, but my body said, you have been abusing me for 50 years. I can't hold you up anymore, Adrienne. And my body started to break down. Now, what preluded that, Sue, is my daughter went away to university when I turned 50. And prior to that, I had been a single mother. So it had been her and I for 18, 19, 20 years. She leaves. I'm now experiencing that empty nest syndrome. Because prior to that, I always had a reason to come home. I came home to care for her, to cook for her, to support her, to do activities with her. She is now gone. I have nobody to come home and take care of. So, because I have all of this energy, Sue, I needed to continue to deplete my energy. I just wouldn't come home because when I come home, for me, I just sat on the sofa and I felt listless. So I would go out after work. And then I discovered I could go to a bar after that. And then I discovered there were after hours parties starting at 1 o'clock in the morning. So for me to alleviate the boredom of not coming home to an empty house, I was out all the time, Sue. And as a result, I was drinking more. And then I got introduced to a lot of party drugs. Because remember, I'm partying at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and I need to stay up. So I got involved in a lot of heavy drug use as well. Now, remember, I still had to go to work for 9 o'clock the next morning. That's one thing I never messed with. I never messed with my job. So, Sue, I am now surviving on 2 to 3 hours of sleep because I didn't get in till 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going into work. My work suffered. I gained weight, bags under my eyes, listless. I would say by the time I reached maybe 54 or 55, after doing this for 5 years, my energy levels, if we're saying 10 is max and 1 is nothing, Sue, I was lucky if I was a 1 to a 3 out of 10 on most days. My colleagues started to question me. Adrienne, what's wrong? You don't have that energy, and you look tired. And Sue, we never want to admit it. So we come up with lies. Oh, you know what? I was busy last night studying, or I didn't sleep well. Just lie after lie. And I kept on lying to myself that, oh, I'll stop next week. I'll stop next week. I'll stop next week. It came to a head, Sue, when I went for my yearly checkup, because I was always religious with my yearly checkups. My doctor, I had been with him for many years, so he knew me. He knew the abundant, energetic Adrienne. So when I walked into his office at 55, the first thing he says to me is, Adrienne, what's going on? You look awful. Now, I was taken aback that he said it that way, but because we had established a personal relationship and he's a very upfront medical professional, he was obviously speaking his truth. I said, what are you talking about? He goes, Adrienne, where's your vibrancy? You look like you've gained weight since last year. I'm noticing the puffiness under your eyes. And when you were sitting in the reception area, you just looked tired. What, did you just get home an hour ago? I'm not going to tell my doctor the truth. Oh no, I'm just busy at work. I'm busy at work with a lot of projects. He goes, Adrienne, you know what? I'm really concerned because I've never seen you like this. What's going on? There's no way I'm going to tell my doctor I'm doing drugs. There's no way I'm going to tell my doctor I'm drinking heavily. There's no way I'm going to tell my doctor I'm out partying till 3, 4, 5 in the morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So of course you lie. Doc, it's just at work. We're just like new projects, just new things going on. I'm just overloaded at work. He says, okay, all right, Adrienne, but I'm letting you know you need to make some changes because I do not like how you're looking and you have me concerned. Let's do some blood work and let's see what comes back after the tests. Your blood doesn't lie. Your urine doesn't lie. He calls me a week later and says, Adrienne, I have some bad news for you. So that had me sit up in my chair because every year he calls, perfect check, blood good, urine good. So when I heard that, it's like, oh, what is it? He goes, you are pre-diabetic. I don't know what you're doing, Adrienne, but if you don't make some changes immediately, you are one step from crossing over to being diabetic. Now, Stu, the reason why that slapped me in the face is my father died from his diabetes in his mid-60s. If I am mid-50s, all I saw, Stu, was, you mean I could be dead in 10 years? That's all I saw. That's all I heard, Sue, in my mind. I could be dead in 10 years because my doctor is saying I'm diabetic. I'm 1 foot away from being diabetic. My father died and he lost the majority of his beautiful life. Sue, that combined with, you know what? I want to be there for my daughter when she gets married. I want to be able to play with my grandchildren if she blesses me with grandchildren. And this is, I'd like to joke about this. Yeah. Do you remember the actress Betty White? Okay, Betty White lived and was working and was vital until she died at 99. She was always my role model. From the time I saw her in Golden Girls, I admired that woman. And knowing that at 99, she's still co-producing.
I know, actually, I saw one of her movies.
I wanted to be like
she
Betty
was
White.
The limelight compared to the heroine herself. And everyone was talking about her. Yeah.
Exactly. So So for me, Betty White is proof that an individual can live vital up into their late 90s. So the combination of being pre-diabetic, wanting to be there for my daughter, and wanting to be like Betty White, I just said, you know what, Adrienne, you need to make some changes. But Sue, it's one thing to say it and another thing to follow through. You know, I continued with the same habits, Sue, because that was my comfort zone. So I think I was at my doctor's maybe October, November that year. The following January, so 2 months later, Sue, it was a bitterly cold winter in Toronto that year. I remember going into my garage on a Sunday evening. Sue, it was so cold outside, it literally took me 10 minutes to put on all these layers of clothes just to step into my garage to have a cigarette. So, Sue, I'm sitting down. I'm smoking a cigarette in one hand. I have no gloves on, so my fingers are frozen. I'm smoking a marijuana joint in my other hand, and I started to cry. I just broke down. I don't know where it came from, Sue. It must have been an accumulation of just frustration of being on a constant Ferris wheel of, I'm going to stop on Monday, but Thursday I go back to it. I promise I'm going to stop the following Monday. Sue, I cried and I cried and I said to God, I need your help. I need you.
Hey, it's okay. You overcame, right? It's perfectly okay, because
Excuse me.
this will inspire many people, because many people are suffering, and it's pretty sure, I know you must have overcome your pre-diabetic, because many people think diabetes is never going to cure, but hey, you overcame that. So I know, your story is going to inspire so many people, because I don't know the percentage, but it's uh, I've heard last was like 60% people are pre-diabetic or something, and that is very scary. 60 or 70 of the
That's correct.
baby boomers are pre-diabetic or something like that. I don't know the exact number,
Yes.
and that is very very hard, because diabetes enhances every disease in your body, because that sugar that creates the free radical, and it goes to each and every
Exactly.
organ, and it makes it actually really, it destroys it. It goes to
Yes.
neurons, it destroys. It goes to eyes, it destroys. It goes to
Exactly.
kidney, it destroys. It's not easy, because see, my both parents are
Exactly.
diabetic, and my
Exactly.
mom also, as you mentioned, she died in her early
Yes.
50s. She didn't see my kids, and
Oh
I
my,
was always means so
my
after 50s,
God.
I always felt it is my bonus life. And yeah, means basically I just made sure that
Yes.
I would
Yes.
never have those
Yes.
problems. And that's why I want to know your story, because many people
Exactly.
are still suffering. They
Exactly.
don't know what to eat, they don't know what not to eat, they don't know what kind of exercises they need to
Yes.
do. And I'm pretty sure you are going to
Mhm.
tell them.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. So I remember crying and pleading to God for help that I just couldn't do it anymore. I really needed divine intervention to just help me find a way to shift my mindset. So I remember leaving the garage, coming back inside, and I went to bed. Now, it's funny, Sue, once your mind has shifted, it starts with a mindset shift. You can talk as much as you can about making a change, but until your mind says, yes, yes, we're ready, nothing's going to happen. Sue, over the next few weeks, I noticed a slight shift. I didn't want to go out so much partying and dancing. Instead, Sue, I was more curious about doing some research on how do women's bodies change when we move into our former years, when we move into our 50s and 60s and 70s. So instead of that urge to go out, there was more of a curiosity to find out what's going on inside of me. Why are all these changes happening inside of me? Why don't I have the same energy I had when I was in my 40s? That's only 5 years ago. What has changed? I'm doing the same habits, but I was bouncing around at 45, 46, 47. I'm 55 now. Why are things different? And of course, Sue, I realized from my research that our bodies can only hold us up for so long before they start to break down. So, because of all of the abuse that I had put into my body over the years, my body said, Adrienne, I love you, but I cannot hold you up anymore. And it started to break down. My metabolism slowed down. My insulin level increased. I gained weight. I wasn't able to maintain that same vitality. As I started the research, I realized, okay, what I'm reading and what I'm hearing, because I signed up for webinars and trainings, is our bodies need certain healthy nutrients, whole foods, foods from the ground. We need a lot more water. We need less processed food. We need less sugar. Because we are organisms, we're meant to move. If you look at an organism under a microscope, it's never stationary. It's always in movement. So we need movement. I wasn't moving at all. So yeah, when I went and I was dancing at 4 a.m, but otherwise I was sitting down to drive to work. I'm sitting down at work. I'm sitting down when I come at home. I'm sitting down in restaurants. So I was not giving my body the movement that she required. And stress. Obviously, I was under a huge amount of stress because I'm beating myself up. Shame on you. How could you do this? What kind of role model are you to your daughter? You know drugs are bad. You know drinking is bad. You promised yourself you would stop it. So of course I'm now piling all of that negativity and what's the word for it? Just making myself feel so bad. So I'm dealing with the stress, and then to compound it, I'm also associating with a network of individuals that did not have my best welfare in hand, because it's not their fault, but the network I was, they were party people. They provided me with the drugs. They provided me with the alcohol. That was my network. So from my research, I realized for me to live a healthier life, I need to associate myself with healthier minded individuals who are champions of well-being, as opposed to individuals who only want to drag you down. So Stu, based on that, I said, you know what? I just felt ready. I felt ready and I felt excited to see what a changed life would feel like. So based on that, I created a nutritional plan for myself. I joined the gym. I started connecting with women who were wellness champions, and I started learning how to manage my stress through long walks in the park, walks by the water, meditation, deep breathing. I got back to reading. I used to love to read. I started reading again, and slowly but surely, Sue, over a 12-month period, my energy levels started to increase. I didn't feel as fatigued. The brain fog started to clear. And by the end of that year, Sue, I can say my energy levels rose right back up to maybe an 8 to a 9 to a 10 out of 10 that I still enjoy today. Now, as a result of my renewed energy, people around me started saying, Adrienne, you look good. You look more vibrant. What are you doing? What's different? And of course, I shared with them, you know what? I've made some serious lifestyle changes. I took my time. I didn't do it quickly, but slowly but surely, I started making different lifestyle choices, and I started feeling the benefits. I started
Thank you.
feeling the rewards. It's like my body was saying, thank you. Here's one for you, Adrienne. Thank you. Here's another one for you. Thank you, Adrienne. My body started rewarding me with what it wanted me to have, and that is vitality. Because, Sue, I know without a shadow of a doubt, our vitality is our birthright. It's a birthright from God. God wants everybody to live a life of vitality, not depletion. So as people started complimenting me, I started noticing people around me living with fatigue. I never noticed it before because I was just like them. But now that I am living a life of vitality, it's more noticeable. So I would start sharing just little tips with them. But I realize until a person is ready, you can share as many tips as you want, but they have to be ready. And that's when I said, you know what? If I was able to reclaim my energy by making certain lifestyle changes, I would love to be able to help others, because it just pains me, Sue, to see so many people not living to their potential. And it's so simple to start changing the level of your vitality if you're willing to make this small change. Just start with this small change. And that's when I created the Energy Edge, Unlock Your Body's Energy Potential coaching program. And that's when I put my coaching program out there. Slowly but surely, people started reaching out to me. I started moving some people through the program. And now, Sue, I'm taking my message to public stages. I feel that a message of living life with an abundant vitality needs to be broadcast on bigger stages. So that is my focus moving forward. I am a vitality public speaker because I want the world to know it's your birthright. It's your birthright. Don't leave it on the table. Don't leave it on the table. It's yours to claim. And all you have to do is just start making some small changes, but you have to do it when you're ready. Because it's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to give up that pizza. It's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to give up that beer. It's one thing to say it, but you know what? I want to flop on the sofa because I had a hard day at work. I know I should go to the gym first, but you know what? It's easier to flop on the sofa. So it's a matter of getting people's mindset connected with their why. Why do you want this? And once you figure out why do you want a life of more vitality? How would your life look and feel if you had more vitality? What would your life look like? What would your life feel like? Once you know your why, you need to connect it with your mindset, because your mind
No, thank you.
starts
Thanks. That's
the
really
process.
great. Actually,
And Sue, that
I
is my
got some
story.
points I wanted to mention. Stress is the silent killer. You have to stay away from stress. And you mentioned about the processed food. I have,
Yes.
I can go on processed food for hours. We should have another episode just to talk about processed food and how to read the labels. And the labels are so misleading. Means
Absolutely, Sue.
basically, you, I have seen that, okay, tomato
Yes.
ketchup and real tomatoes and all. And then you will see somewhere in the fine line, this doesn't contain any tomato, it has only the tomato paste or something like that. I mean, you will see, okay, then you will see millet noodles, and
Yes, ma'am.
okay, then
Yes, ma'am.
you will say millets are healthier than means basically regular flour. And you read, and then millet might be just even 2 to 5%. I say, why are you misleading people? So actually, I think we should have just episode just on the processed food. And the more the ingredients, you should stay away from it. And if the ingredients you cannot
Absolutely,
read,
Sue.
you shouldn't even touch that package. And the ideal
Absolutely,
is
Sue.
you cook yourself, and but you, because you know what is
Absolutely,
in
Sue.
that, because simple pickle which you make at home, yeah, you may put some salt for preservation, but then if you get pickle from outside, they will have stabilizers, they will have colors, and all. Why do you need all those things? Everything is there. It's, oh my
Yes.
goodness, I won't go into
I
that
know,
and that.
Sue.
Yeah,
I know.
I want to ask you.
I know. I know.
So, what
I
was the
know.
difference in your A1C? Your A1C when doctor told you you are pre-diabetic, and your A1C 1 year after that. What was the difference in A1C? A1C for the A1C,
In
that
my
is
who? I'm
the
sorry.
indicator
Difference in
for
my
the blood sugar.
evidency.
Uh,
You mean
as
evidence? Okay. I see what you're saying. Oh, Sue, absolutely. You remember, because the next year, obviously, I went through that program. I obviously changed my whole lifestyle completely. So when I went in to see the doctor the following year, as soon as I got in, he noticed it right away. He goes, "She's back. She's back." And I smiled, and I knew what he meant, because I walked into the office. like was alert because I wanted him to see, guess what, Doc? Guess what, Doc? The new Adrienne, the new and upgraded Adrienne is back. I heard you. I listened to you. I was scared shit about what you told me. And I decided, because let's be honest, Sue, many of us get certain diagnosis, but we still continue with the same habits. Because let's be honest, as human beings, it's easier to remain with what's comfortable. It's easier to remain with what makes us feel good, as opposed to making small changes that, you know what, I don't like that. Do I really have to go to the gym? Do I really have to do that? It's easier for me to just pick up the phone and order Uber. So too many of us, even though we know what we're supposed to do, we fall back into what we've been accustomed. So for me, Sue, he was extremely pleased. He obviously did the blood test and urine, and it came back absolutely perfect. And every year since then, Sue, check, 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 check. As far as I'm concerned, Sue, there is no reason why
Right.
I'm going to go back to where I was. I wake up every day feeling energetic. And as soon as I wake up, I say, thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just feel excited to start my day because I know I have an abundance of energy. And you know what? I am going to make a difference in someone's life. Sue, everywhere I go, anywhere I go, somebody will stop me and say, I like your energy. I can feel your energy. I love your presence. So you know how that makes me feel? I feel so blessed that I am able to touch people that way. And they will say, you know what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, how old are you? How do you do it? You look amazing. You have such a pep in your step. You have such a brightness, an aura around you that radiates abundant energy. So when I hear that, it's like, you know what? And it's so simple. It's so simple. It's just making lifestyle choices, taking the whole, your physical, your mental, your emotional, and your spiritual channels. When I think about the choice I make, is it going to benefit me spiritually? Is it going to benefit me emotionally, mentally, and physically? If the answer is yes, I'm going to go ahead and do it. If the answer is, come on, no, I got to be honest, Sue. Once in a while, I'm going to have some chicken wings. I got to be honest, Sue. Once in a while, I'm going to have a pizza. Once in a while, I'm going to have a drink. I don't do the drugs anymore. I don't do the smoking of the marijuana. Once in a while, Sue, I'm going to have some cheesecake. But you heard what I said. Once in a while. Once in a while. And when I do, I say to my body, sweetheart, I know you don't need this, but I'm being a little selfish. I want to have that cheesecake. So I talk to myself and I will apologize in advance that I know you don't need this sugar. And I promise I will drink a lot of water after the cheesecake. And I promise tomorrow it'll strictly be what you need, not what I want. So I do apologize because we need to be more respectful, Sue, of ourselves. Most people don't respect themselves. They do what they want for them, for their ego, disrespecting your body doesn't need that. Your mind doesn't need that stress. Your emotion doesn't need to feel that way. Your spirituality doesn't need that. We disrespect ourselves, Sue. And that's why when I'm indulging in anything that I know, I'll say, I'm sorry, body, but I really want to have that pizza. I just want to have that pizza. Please understand. And I promise tomorrow I'll get back on track. So that's basically how I live my life in respect of
You're
my
feeding your
whole,
soul. You're
not
not
just
feeding your
my
ego. Me and my husband, both of us actually, we are very particular about the food choices, what we eat and all. But both of us love to travel also a lot. We travel a lot, and just now we came back from Las Vegas, and now we will be flying to Washington DC. And Las Vegas, we were actually going around looking everywhere. Where can I find soup and salad? And it was so hard to find those places. So now, actually,
Wow.
Washington DC, before going there,
Really?
we are pointing out, okay, where can I get soup and salad? And then we are actually setting our tours in such a way that, okay,
Oh,
lunchtime or dinner time, we will be in those spots and we can have soup and salad.
Sue, are you serious? As something as basic as soup and salad. It's a
Oh yeah,
basic
I had
commodity.
tough
You could
time
not
finding
find, it
that.
was
I
hard to
had
find in
really
Las
tough time
Vegas.
finding that.
Soup and salad. You know what that says? The individuals in the obviously hospitality sector who are responsible for preparing the meals, why is it not top of their mind that we may have guests who choose to eat a little bit more nutritionally? Why is it not top of their mind? You know what? Why not offer this as an automatic? Greens are an automatic to living a healthier life. Why are the individuals that are planning the meals in
Uh,
these
yeah,
restaurants?
because
Why
we
is that?
went to one
Anyways, you know what, Sue? That's another
Italian
topic for another day because I could go
food
on and
place,
on.
and there were lots of small Italian means basically yeah, those restaurants were there, and I was going and reading menu everywhere. I was finding pizza, I was finding pasta, and then I would ask, okay, do you have soup? They say, no, we don't have soup. Then I would ask, do you have salad? Yeah, we may have a side salad and something like that. And it was really, and then there were lots of
Oh,
gelato
wow.
places. There were,
Sue.
oh, okay, yeah, I mean,
And you know what, Sue? And
oh
then we
yeah.
wonder why so many people are falling ill. We wonder why the medical cost to care for people is in the billions of dollars. Why are people not understanding that as human beings, we need to get back to living how our ancestors lived? We need to be eating from the ground. You know what I tell people? I heard somewhere we should be eating foods, we should be eating plants, not food made in a plant. Eat natural foods from the ground, not foods that are processed in a plant. If we keep that in mind, and I tell people when you go shopping, shop from the outer aisles, and that's where you have all of the more nutritional foods, the fresh foods. Inside, it's all packaged. It's all packaged. It's all packaged. If it's packaged, just know one thing, there's some kind of additive in it. And if there's an additive in it, your body doesn't recognize it. Your biology wasn't made for these additives. So, what do you think you're doing to your beautiful, precious body when you're consuming this? And then you wonder why you're fatigued. You wonder why you're tired. You wonder why you're feeling pain. You wonder why you're feeling brain fog because your body doesn't recognize all that artificial
No, what you
stuff that we put
say,
in.
that makes
Sue, you
so
know
much
what,
of
girl? We can
sense
go on for
because
4 more
this is
hours
how
with
we
this, Sue.
categorize food: the live
Hmm.
food and dead food. Okay, so what you saying ground up, it is a live food, but then when you get the crackers and
Yes.
all, those are dead food. And my husband and I,
Yes,
we were
ma'am.
actually in plane, and then they gave
Yes,
us the
ma'am.
crackers and all. So then I was just asking him, instead of crackers, they could have given just one apple, right?
Yeah.
So why are they giving crackers? Then my husband said,
Thank you,
giving apple
Sue.
means lot of
Thank you.
liability, storage problem, and all. I don't know. I said if they really want to serve people, I think they will find solution for that. It's not necessary they have to give
Thank
crackers.
you, Sue. Thank you, Sue. And why is it a problem? Why is it a problem? Why can't they make it a solution? Why do they keep feeding into the same ill system? They keep on plying us with food that is, you know what? Continue this way, and we will have more people that are ill than we have people that are healthy. And then our children are growing up seeing the same type of habits. You go around many schools and you see a pizza shop here and you see a fried chicken shop all surrounding these schools. You see a McDonald's here. Where do the kids go at lunchtime? McDonald's is packed. Burger King is packed. I see not one healthy food store around any of the schools. So the kids, what do they grow up on? Processed foods. That's all they know. What's going to happen to our kids as they grow up and our grandkids as they grow up.
I know.
Sue, I hate to see
I
what
know.
this
When
world
you
is
know,
going to
even
look
I
like
go
in
to
10 to
grocery
20
store.
years if
Actually,
we don't make some
there
drastic
was one
changes,
man.
Sue.
In one hand was cola, means soda. Other hand chips. So I was showing my husband. I said, "Why is he making
Yep.
these food choices?"
Yes.
I'm not saying totally avoid chips. Yeah, you can have couple of
Yep.
them here or there, but that's not the main food. Just chips and soda. And soda, they think, oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
taking sugar free. That
Thank you,
means
Sue.
healthy. No, 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 because artificial sugars are even worse.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
So,
what people are making
no.
these choices, someone should educate them. You should know your consequences, and that is what you are doing. You're telling them,
But
see,
Sue,
these
you
are
know
the
what?
consequences. I have been there. I
Absolutely,
don't
Sue.
want you to be there. That's
Absolutely.
why I'm telling you what to do.
Absolutely.
I would like to
That's
tell you
right.
a story of my granny. My
Absolutely.
granny
Absolutely,
was
Sue.
actually, she died when she was
Yeah.
in late 90s, like 98 years old. But that's not the only thing. First of all, she would wake up in the
Mm.
morning and she would grind her own flour every morning, and she would make bread out of that. And
Yes.
her
Yes.
basically snack
Yes.
used to be like almonds and raisins and all. She never had any of these fried snacks and all. But she never had glasses. She never
Mm-mm.
had
Mm-mm.
gray hair. She never had single prescription medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, nothing. She had no problem. She had no BP problem, no sugar problem, nothing
Wow.
till the age of
Wow.
98. She was straight. She didn't even bend in her spine. You see a lot of people bending in
Wow.
spine and all. Nothing. And the same gene, and
Wow.
my mom passed away
Yes.
in her
Yes.
early 50s because she lived in the city. She had all the pollution
Mm.
all around. She ate processed food,
Yeah.
and exactly
Yeah.
opposite of the lifestyle. So
Yeah.
it is not genetic, it is what you choose to put into your body that
Wow.
decides your destiny. And even if there
Bingo.
is some
Exactly.
genetic factor might be
Exactly.
there, but
Exactly.
your lifestyle can cure that. Yeah, means those stories, and
Thank
those
you.
both
Thank
stories
you.
in front of
Thank
my
you.
eyes. I saw
Thank you.
living, my granny living. I saw my mom dying. I saw everything. Yeah, actually, my mom passed away before my granny. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That is really sad, and
No, oh my
it's really
gosh.
sad. And so those
Oh,
are the things, and
oh my.
you know it's you should, and it's always good to learn from your own mistakes, but it is always better to learn from somebody else's mistake, and it's never too late to make
Yes.
changes. you know your story
Yes.
tells the same thing, and I learned the same thing.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
means
No, it's
I
not.
just want yeah, this
Yeah.
is topic such
Yeah.
near and dear to my heart. I just cannot explain. And as a
Yes.
teenager, I had gone for lots of cooking classes, and all the cooking classes are just basically they are focused on carbs, sugar, fat, and means basically salt, and all of these things. But
Yeah.
not a single cooking class I
Yeah.
took in my life in my teenager when I was learning, because I had so many interests. I had tried to learn everything. Not a single class was designed to teach healthy
Yeah.
food choices, healthy cooking, because healthy doesn't need to be tasteless.
No.
Healthy can be really fun. Healthy you can enjoy. People
No.
don't understand that. And
Yes.
everything means, yeah, and it's okay. Once
Yes.
in a while is fine, because my husband also
Yes.
says once in a while we can have a cheat day. Maybe he said, yeah, means if our kids' birthdays are there and if they want to
Yeah.
celebrate in any particular way, we will do that. And if it is a Thanksgiving, Christmas, we are going
Yeah.
for a party and all, okay,
Mhm.
that's okay. Means we can make exception. But he said those exception might be
Exactly.
like once in a quarter, not on regular basis. And that is how we are living, and we are happily
Exactly.
living. Means we are
Exactly.
enjoying every day. And I know people should understand that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want you
Exactly.
to add into this. Means it's how you can live your day, do this wise choices, and still enjoy your life to the fullest.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
well
So
said,
means
Sue. Well said, Sue. Absolutely.
yeah, it
Absolutely.
is so good. I just wanted to know more about your programs and your offers. Means, is it a group program? Is it one-on-one program? And how long is the program? So will you please give the details? Because another
Mhm.
thing I realized, it's always good to have
Mhm.
some community support and some mentor to guide you through these things, because
Yeah.
you don't know, many times people are making choices
Mhm.
based on half knowledge, and they think they are making good choices,
And they don't know.
and their
Yeah.
half knowledge, half truth doesn't help them that much,
Mhm.
because I have been there. And so tell us more about your
Yeah.
program and how people can make use of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So, the Energy Edge Unlock Your Body's Energy Potential is a 12-week vitality coaching program. How it starts is I need to find out from the people I'm working with their ground zero. Where are you starting off from? So, I start with asking them about their dimensions of wellness. And when I talk about dimensions of wellness, I'm talking about emotional, intellectual, nutritional, occupational, physical, nutritional, social, environmental, and spiritual. All of these dimensions make us who we are as human beings. So when I'm first sitting down with the client, I ask them to honestly assess from 10 to 1, 10 to being in that dimension, I'm feeling fantastic, down to obviously 1, I'm not doing well. So I ask them to rate each of their dimensions out of 10. Now, after they've rated their dimensions, any dimension that they have rated as 5 or under is an indication to me that's draining your energy. Because again, as human beings, we should be living 8 to 9 to 10 out of 10 every day. Why not? I want people to understand you don't have to live a life of tiredness, of lethargy, of low fatigue. People have accepted it as a default. Oh, well, I'm 55, and you know what? My mother was like this. I'm 57, and I'm supposed to be slowing down. I'm 60, and I'm supposed to be having gray hair. I'm supposed to be feeling pain. People have grown up with that mindset that, you know what, when you cross over the 50-year line, you're in a decline. And I let people know, no, no, that is a choice that you make. You can live vibrantly. 50, 60, 70, 80. Look at your grandmother, vibrantly. So, through my program, once we determine which of your energy channels is sucking, is draining, is depleting your energy, I focus and I customize my program around that. So, if you tell me physically, maybe I'm 4 out of 10. Spiritually, maybe I'm 6 out of 10. Intellectually, because I really don't like my job, maybe I'm 5 out of 10. I will customize my program around practical steps, focusing on those channels on how to slowly increase your energy in those particular channels. And slowly but surely over the 12-week, we will monitor and move your energy up slowly but surely every single week, as long as you follow the practical steps that I provide for you. I monitor my clients really closely. I encourage them to also connect with a network, because it's important to surround yourself with individuals on a similar journey, because you support each other, you encourage one another. I also encourage them to find an accountability partner. You need somebody in your life that's going to hold you accountable, that's going to say, well, hang on a second, though. You and Adrienne decided that you were going to do this. Have you done it yet? Why not? What prevented you from doing it? You have a meeting with Adrienne next week. She is looking for the changes that you've made. okay, you slipped up this week. Let's get you back on track. So, accountability is really key in my program in holding individuals responsible for what they say they're going to do. If you have paid me this money and you are looking for this transformation, then please do your best to follow the practical steps that I provide for you, because I am letting you know at the end of the 12 weeks, you will be able to see your own amazing transformation. You'll feel your energy levels increase over the 12 weeks, but the overall
That's
transformation
really
will not
amazing
be
because I like
undeniable.
the
That is what
holistic
my program
approach.
is all about.
Because many times the diseases are first they are mentally manifested and then the body manifests. So a holistic approach is so important. So I have a membership, and that's what I tell people. You will get business strategies in this membership, but that's not the only thing. You will also get meditations, because that is also really important
Mm-mm.
part of your life. You will also get a
Yes,
training about
yes,
spirituality. You will
yes,
also get training about self care. You will also get training about, yeah, means
yes,
basically everything, how to reduce your stress, and so
exactly,
that's why means I appreciate your holistic approach.
exactly,
But
exactly.
I have one really concern.
Yeah.
Whatever situation people are in, it didn't happen overnight. It happened because of many years of abuse.
Mhm.
So I really feel, is it possible to achieve
That's right.
transformation in just 12 weeks? Because I think people should be patient and give some more time, because if it didn't happen overnight, you cannot you cannot expect the success overnight, because the damage didn't happen overnight. So you cannot seek transformation also overnight. So 12 weeks,
Mhm.
are they enough, or do you offer them any help later on, so that they can consistently keep on getting
Mhm.
support and
Mhm.
encouragement from you?
Ongoing support. Absolutely. Absolutely. The 12-week transformation basically embodies that overall mindset transformation. For me, it's 3 months, 90 days for your mind to get in sync with, okay, I'm seeing results, I'm feeling results. That's the transformation that I'm talking about, that mindset connecting with your why. And once you have made that connection, then you continue on your own. Okay, Adrienne has provided the steps. I can do it on my own now. I know what I'm supposed to eat. I know what I'm supposed to drink. I know the physical activity my body needs. I know the amount of rest that my body needs. I know the spiritual connection that it's important for me to stay connected to as I continue on my journey. So the 12 weeks is just the transformation between your why and your mindset saying, okay, we're on the same journey. Let me continue forward. Now, I do offer ongoing coaching for the rest of the year. Usually it's once or twice a month, depending on what they want, just to make sure that, how are you doing? Are you on track? Do you need any other practical steps? So the 12 weeks is just to firm what you why and your mind together, and then you continue on your journey. Because some people might say, well, my transformation, I want to just start going to the gym on a regular basis. If you've been going to the gym on a regular for 3 months, that's a beautiful transformation, because prior to that you weren't. Why would you stop going to the gym after the 12 months? It's like, okay, I'm seeing the results and the benefits of going to the gym after 3 months. I see that transformation, Adrienne. I want to continue going to the gym. Adrienne, I've connected myself with a network of wellness warriors, and I see the benefit because we share information, we support one another. I'm going to continue with this particular network. So the 12 weeks is just to kind of form that framework in your mind and get you to a place where I got it now. I got it now. I can continue on this journey on my own because I have the basic
So
fundamentals
if I
that you've
have missed,
provided over the
actually, I
last
wanted to
12
ask so
weeks.
many questions. We can go episodes after episodes. But if you want to add any parting message, yeah, please add over here, or you can tell people where they can find you, so that they can see the transformation what they're looking
Absolutely.
for in their life.
Absolutely. If you would like to just connect with me to just open up a conversation about your own fatigue, your own brain fog, what your life looks like right now, what you envision, what you would love your life to look like moving forward, just to know that is it possible for you to build vitality, renewed vitality within your own precious body? I would love to hear from you. And you can find me at
Oh, that's easy.
energyforlife.energy. And my final Thank you. And my final parting words for anybody in your audience: the life you have left, how do you want to live the life you have left? You can continue living it as it is right now. And if that's working for you, great. But if you know that you want to do so much more, if you know that you want to step up and live a life with more joy and pleasure and fun and movement and enthusiasm and empowerment and vitality. It's your birthright. You just have
Love
to
this, love this, love this.
embrace it
Thank you,
into your
thank you,
life.
thank you. Yeah, you have just one life to live. Why not to live to the fullest? So, people, really, I think this is the best program I
Absolutely.
have ever seen for any kind of transformation you're looking for in your life. 12 weeks, I feel it is really, really great. Means, as I said before, whatever situation you are in, it is years of abuse, and within 12 weeks, if you can
Mhm.
start seeing the transformation, why not? Why not? So yeah,
Start.
get
Start.
hold of
Yes,
Adrienne. Yeah,
exactly.
just look
Exactly.
into her program, and I'm pretty sure you will be onboarding on that program. Thank you, Adrienne. I really appreciate you being a guest on New Beginning Inspiration
Absolutely.
for You podcast, and looking forward to collaborating with you even further, more and more. Thank you. Namaste. Yeah, so my God in you
Namaste.
is yeah, showing respect to God inside you. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for joining us. We are blessed to have you as part of our community, and whatever way we can help you, serve you, let us know. Please subscribe and let us know how we can help you, what resources you want. We have lots of free resources and also free collaboration joint venture groups you can join and explode your business, because most solopreneurs quit their business before they launch their first products, and I don't want that to happen to you. And that's why we have special launch service where you can monetize your digitals and become profitable as fast as within 7 days. And if you want to scale your business, join our membership New Beginning Success Collaboration, where we'll provide you MRR and PLR products and collaborations so that you can scale your business with ease and effortlessly. And hey, if you want to sell your digitals all over the world, yes, we will provide you affiliates more than 200 countries. So everything is possible. Just live your dream, follow your dream, and whichever way we can help you, do let us know. Thank you and God bless you.